At a hidden well at Shandystone in the Desert of Dorne, Arianne and her most trusted companions are awaiting the arrival of Myrcella and her sworn sword. Although Arianne has the utmost trust in Garin, Dre and Silva, she is still unsure about Gerald Dane the Darkstar. She considers his cruel nature and the mystery surrounding him. She is also worried that Aris may be wary of him. But if this would happen and they would come to blows, who would win? Garin warns Arianne that he does not like the man, but she reminds him that they may need his sword and eventually his castle. Later, Darkstar tells her that this scheme to crown Myrcella will not work as she has planned. He then unsheathes his sword and reveals that you incite a war with steel, meaning that they should kill Myrcella. When Aris and Princess Myrcella arrive, Arianne introduces the girl to her companions. Myrcella recalls the great knight Arthur Dane when she meets Darkstar, which seems to upset the Knight of High Hermitage because in his mind, people always remember his cousin for his famous sword. Aris draws Arianne off alone and reveals that Tywin Lannister is dead. They set off at night for the Greenblood, where they will take an orphan's barge west along the river. Myrcella is confused, having been told nothing by Aris, especially the fact that everyone keeps calling her Your Grace. Arianne tells her some of their plan, that they intend to crown her queen, because her brother Tommen is being controlled by evil counsellors. During the trip, Myrcella asks Garin why they call him an orphan of the Greenblood when he has a mother and a father. He explains that it is a metaphor for their mourning the loss of their homeland and the mother river, the Rhoyne. They built barges along the Greenblood and hammered them together, as they did in their ancestral land, as they were never comfortable in the deserts of Dorne. As Arianne is considering her plan to crown Myrcella at Hellholt, where Ellaria Sand's father, Harmon Uller, rules, they reach the river and spot the barge that Garin's people promised would be waiting. But as they get closer, Ario Hotar steps from the cabin with a dozen crossbowmen. Arianne yells for them to flee, while Dre recommends they yield. But Aris Oakheart charges the boat, intent on protecting his two princesses at all costs. Hit with several bolts, he reaches the deck, but falls to Captain Hotar's long axe. As Arianne falls off her horse screaming, "No!" she hears Myrcella shrieking, and Hotar commanding horsemen to chase after Darkstar, who fled. Arianne notices Myrcella on her hands and knees, her head in her hands and blood streaming down her arms. She is then brought before Hotar, pleading to know how her father discovered what she planned. The captain of the guards responds, "Someone told. Someone always tells."
What do we say to the god of death?
Not today.